Hey, I'm Decathlon Gamer. Welcome back to Tennis Manager. This is episode number 12. So, we enter this tournament as the one seed, but that does not make us the favorite any longer after the rebalancing. It's World Tour, but it's lowest level. So, if it's lowest level, if there's a chance that we could still win a tournament, this or like a Junior 300 is realistically right now our best shot at getting results in the short term. So, here's to hoping that we can do well. Now, I think we're probably somewhere between 3 to 400 right now in rankings. And you can see right here the 3 seed is 532. So, based on that, I think we have a decent shot. We'll see if that 2 seed gets towards us in the final, if we get that far, if they get that far, and where they sit in terms of the rankings. But that's going to give us at least a little bit of a chance at getting a result. CMST 340 mentioned that winning 6-love is called a double bagel in tennis. That was news to me. It's been too long since I followed the sport regularly to recall that one. Though I did just see first round Wimbledon, Raducanu getting a win. So I did watch a little bit of that match. I saw Rafael Nadal recently on his trek during the last major. Which one was it? Well, anyway, double bagel into the second round. Second round wasn't the double bagel, but it was still quite easy. Third round was a more balanced match, and it was definitely a tighter contest. 6-2, 6-3, still on top though. 41 winners to 28, just 8 unforced errors. Kept it clean, got the job done. Into the semis, the 2 seed has been knocked off. They're out of the tournament. The 7 seed that beat them, 589 is her rank. 608 for her unseeded opponent. On our end, it's 532, meaning all 3 opponents are outside of the top 500, giving us a pretty good shot at getting past all 3 of them. Well, the 2 that we would need to beat anyway. Balanced match. They have better form, high serve intensity. It's the semis though. So semis, it's a small tournament. Give the simulator one last chance on this one. We'll play the final live if we're in it. Whoa, tight affair, but it is win. 6-2, 2-6, 6-3. We've come out on top for this one. Just 2 aces, 1 double fault, neither one doing much from service, but 51 winners to 31. This time, though, could not keep it clean. 23 unforced errors to 9. I'm guessing that meant the rallies went on probably longer. She stayed in it. She was more athletic, forcing us to actually beat her with that back and forth, playing that sideline a little more intensely, as in keep the ball closer to the edges, which means we both got more winners, but also had more unforced errors as a result, playing with the accuracy side of things.
First set.
Outside here on the clay for this final. First point underway. This is the 7th seed outside of top 500 opponent. You'd figure based on how the tournament has gone so far, we should still come out on top. But for the second time in this tournament, this is somebody we are considered balanced with. But kind of on the trot, we're still likely the better player. But it's just closer, right? Because there's really only 3 levels. There's easy, balanced, or tough. So the range, right? You have a third of your opponents are going to be considered easy. Well, actually, that's not really the case. Depends on where you're at, right? But you're going to have a range above or below that is considered easy or considered tough. You're going to have a range, a fairly wide range, near your ability that's balanced. And, the above and below of that is all balanced. Somebody ranked 500 is going to be on the low end of that, probably, in terms of the balancing. So I would think, just out, we would have gotten to that ball pretty easily. Emma Davis did win the first game, though, and she is beating us a little bit. But fitness, you can see ours is pretty high, and we're pumped. She is stressed, but also she is quite a bit more fatigued than we are entering this match. So that means that's in. That's in, yeah, 30 all. The words my thought has escaped. Anyway, it's still coming back to me. The fact that we only had one match. It's back. Anyway, the fact that we had just one match that went to 3 sets. The fact that we had 2 sets that were blowouts. That combination has led us to being less fatigued by this point in the tournament. Also, the fact that our stamina has risen many, many points in recent... And after being level, having a good chance of breaking, we do lose that game. So we are down love 2 in terms of the games. With service now, must win for this game. It really is a must win to get things going. Otherwise, we could be in some pretty big trouble. Right now, though, it's all us. 30 love here. First couple points. Not really playing it in a good place. We do finally get her to attack the net a little bit more and then just kind of play a long ball. Nice one. There's that first game. Don't even give up a point there. Battling back in. Anyway, stamina has picked up a lot. It's still our lowest physical or mental stat that's in our control. But it's 10. It's approaching 11. And, you know, it's good enough for 3-set games. You don't need to have a ton of stamina to play and as much to play in the women's game as it's 3 sets versus 5. So that, you know, that stamina becomes less of a factor. That's going to be a point. It is. And we've evened it 2 games apiece as we break. Now we also have service back. So we started a little slow, but we seem to have picked up the momentum. That one just touching the line. That was really close to being out. And we lead 15 love here. 30 love. Taking control of the match. Or of the set anyway. After that slow start. Let's go ahead and speed things up for a little while. Let's hope that we can keep that momentum going at least for this game. 40-30. 40-40. It's deuce. Giving away advantage. We give away the game. Wow, we were in control throughout, and then we gave it away. That's twice she's broken us already now. Though we break her again for the second time, and it's 3-3. 40-15. 40-40. We were up 40-15, and we lose the game. Wow. We are just not finishing her off when we've had multiple opportunities to, and again we break. Wow, but service does not seem to be an advantage in this one. Here's a little realism for you. Neither one of us serve well. You can see that she's not a great server. So neither one of us serve well, so serving is less of an advantage. That's something we saw. It's 5-5, by the way. 40-15. There's the game. For the first time, we lead. Now, that 6th game should have been enough, but obviously, at this point, at 6-5, it's not. Doesn't seal it. Set continues. Can we break? This would be for the set. It's only 15 love right now, though. Oh. 15-0. Pull that one opposite where we were, where she was. If you get that ball in on that right hand side, that was an easy point. Oh, into the net. 30-0. I think we had a little glitch there because I think that she scored and didn't get credit. Oh, we hit that one out. Come on. Get it together. Fatigue, by the way, already. Oh, you can already see it. Facecam's not even covering it anymore, but she gets the game. 6 games all. Into the tiebreak. Really poor first point, but good reaction on that one as she nearly gets the winner. Get to that one as well. She's got us on the back foot and scores the first point.
4 second service.
Again, see that serve? I hit my return harder than her serve was, yet somehow I hit it straight at her, and she played it down the opposite line. Trailing here early in the tiebreaker. Nice, there's a winner. Getting back in. And that fatigue is going to be a factor as we go into this tiebreaker. She's starting to struggle to get side to side, which is our game plan. Gets the ace. She doesn't even move. Flat-footed, frozen, up 3-2 after trailing. We've got her moving now. We've got her move. Oh, into the net. We had her moving.
Let.
Okay, up 4-3. Come on. Now, the fatigue part, I think, is still a factor. We still have a very good chance of winning, even if we lose this first set. But, obviously, if we win the set, I think we are well on the front foot to win this small tournament, but it would be the first since we've seen the balancing change substantially. We saw it tweaked at first, but then we saw a second update to it that really, really nerfed things. 5-4. Looking good at the moment. Come on. Come on. We were on the front foot there and gave that one up. It's a nice ball. Ooh, how did she reach that? I'm really surprised she reached that ball. That was like a 7-foot wingspan kind of reach right there. 6-5 though, as we did get it on the next ball on the opposite end. Got her attacking the net. Ooh, again with the thought we had her beat, but no. And then she gets the winner. This girl's got some serious reach to her. She's getting the balls that you wouldn't think she'd get to. Up 7-6. Set point. You got her. You got her. Now it's balanced. Points balanced right now. Got her to the edge. Again, working her to the other side.
7-0.
And it's level. Play in the middle, though. And then the unforced error. And we trail. Now it's her set point. And we're just playing it right down the middle, which is playing into her hands. She's not having to move. Now we've got her working to the side. Now we work the other edge. Attack the net. Come on, come on. Get it in. No. Lose the first set. Okay. We still have some work to do. I think we can still win this, though, because of the fatigue part. And the morale. But she wins game number 1. We comfortably take game number 2. Maybe. No. We were up 30-love and looked really strong. Then all of a sudden she goes one long rally and we lose that momentum. We give up a lot of points in a row. Have you noticed that? Game apiece. Not going to break on this one, it looks. We don't. Now with service. Service so far has been the way to go here in the second set. 40-30. Now 40 all. It's the deuce. Back to advantage. We level it at 2. She is crazy tired. This has got to start playing to our advantage, yet it's not at all. She's stressed and super fatigued. I don't see how we are not getting some sort of advantage at this point, because the rallies are going long and yet she keeps turning things. The longer the rally goes on, the stronger she gets, yet she is exhausted. We are starting to get pretty tired as well, though. We level it at 4 games apiece. Battling back. Deuce. Deuce again. Third time. Fourth time. Advantage for the first time. Again, it battles back. This game is going on forever. It's level again. We've had about 7 times we've been at deuce.
Advantage.
Should have reached that ball.
Four. Second
But
service.
we don't have a 1,000,000-foot wingspan like our opponent does.
Deuce.
Got the winner on that. Back to deuce. 8th time.
Advantage.
Ace. Outside edge of the line, but counted as on the line. Ooh, good ball there. She put us back on our heels, though, despite it. She keeps reaching these hard ones. Finally, we go back across the other way. And again, we level. 9th time? Got her back on the other edge. Ooh, that was in. That was in. Again, we trail.
Second service.
We're going to need a 10th.
Game. 5
Into the
minutes to
net.
go.
Give the game away.
15 low.
Early lead in the game. With service this time. Battling back. Being aggressive. 5-5. But again, she now has a minor injury. I'm guessing that is the fatigue. It's exhaustion. More power and accuracy, your player will lose. How does she have so much power and accuracy when she is barely standing? But now we are getting quite tired. 6-all. Into the tiebreak again. She hits the first point as an ace. Getting frustrated with the ones we're giving away here. 4, 5-2. 3 quick points there. Out? That was out? That was out! Ooh. Wow. That circle, right? That circle, 99% of it was well beyond the white line, not touching at all. Which means where the ball touched was out. But we get it. We battle back. Holy crap, this is crazy how this is going, though. All the way to a 3rd set. We are going to push it. We still have this chance. It's the final. That one's out. Let's get these first few games out of the way. This thing's going long. 1 game. Where the first set, the returnee seemed to have the advantage throughout. The second set was service with the advantage. 3rd set has so far been like the second, where the serving player has won all 3 games played. Trailing 15-40, it looks to be the same thing here. We get to deuce 2 times, advantage, and we break, bucking the trend. We are pretty tired, but she is a lot more tired than we are, and again has that minor injury. I'm assuming the minor injury is just serious fatigue. And now we're up 4-1 as we again hold serve, and we look on the verge of breaking. This is the fatigue. The fatigue finally has played to our advantage, though we too are now getting pretty down there. It's 5-1, match point. 40-30. Double fault looked good. She's getting credit for balls that were outside the line, and we're getting ones that look right in the middle of the line getting called out.
Second set.
That's just bias speaking. It's bias. Advantage, though.
Game and second set.
Goes long. Okay. That, my friends, is the best win we've had. Here's why. The others, the balancing just wasn't there. None of them felt good. None of them felt good. They were too easy. The game was too easy. But now that the balancing is there, even though this was a much smaller win than many other wins that we have had, that was hard fought. That was earned. That was deserved. That was beating a player who was of a similar level to us in a dogfight. And we won that dogfight. And the main reason why we won that dogfight was stamina. We outlasted our opponent. But it was tight. And for that reason, that feels really good. And that is why it's our best win that we've had yet. Because it was earned. not performing as well and playing fewer junior tournaments has finally cost us the number 1 spot. Nkunye back on top, and we are number 2 in the rankings. We beat the 40th player. She gave us a tight first set, but the second set was 6-love. So into the round of 32 against the 52nd ranked Naomi Shu. 6-0, 6-1 on this. Plenty of winners, not too many errors. Third round, 6-2, 6-2, 20 on the winners. Again, not as many errors, not greatest with 15, but definitely better than our opponent. 6 aces to go with it as well. Nkunye has beaten Marchenko. Szabo has beaten Kruger. Jovic is still in. So the other 2 quarterfinals have yet to be played. And we are now up against the 6th seed, 9th ranked Michaela Lackey. Lackey at 18 is about to have run her course in the youth ranks. She looks like a decent enough talent to go on and perform at the World Tour level, but definitely not the greatest junior we're going to go up against. We are looking at a balanced match, but I do find that from this point forward, quarters, semis, finals are all going to be tough matches against the best juniors. And I don't think that's us necessarily anymore. I would say we're somewhere between 10 and 20, or at least maybe 5 to 10, but certainly not in the top 5 anymore. As it is just the quarters, we're going to go quickly through this match. I want to be a part of it, but we've got up to 3 matches to get through here. Game apiece early on. Chance to break. Deuce. And we ultimately lose the game. Both of our service games have gone strong. I think we only gave up a single point in both of those games, so it's 2-all. And we're close to breaking. So at least here early in this first set, we are looking better, and somehow we're troubled and our opponent's enthusiastic, so the morale side hurting us a little bit. Finally, we had a service game that was difficult, but we still won it. Again, on the looking to break, we don't break, as we haven't yet, but every game has been tight. But for the second game in a row, service-wise, it got a lot closer, and this time we do end up losing. So the first time we even have a close one, that was it. And now here she is with service and a chance to win the first set, just like that. Still trailing. Nice one. From my angle, that looked like an easy winner. I have no idea if that was long or wide, because it looked good. It looked like we had just drawn level, and all of a sudden, that's it. Set over.
Second set.
We's in trouble now. With service, first game goes against us, and we're already trailing in the second set here. This is what I was talking about, with top 10 feeling maybe just a little beyond us at the moment. We're certainly in this game. We've only had one game where she beat us without us really scoring points, and we're winning plenty of games, but we just can't seem to be winning enough games. Not considered tough match. It is considered balanced, but I think what we were talking about earlier, where you have that range, I think she's closer to the top end of that range, and where we should be in the middle of that, right? So where we had that easier one, and it was tight, but we ultimately won. This one, it's tight, but I think we're going to ultimately lose. It's not over yet. Still in it. Must-win game right now. Can't go down 2-5 and expect to come back. And we do go down 2-5. It looks like she's actually going to win the match right here. Set point. Match point, actually.
Game and set.
Yeah, Actually, wasn't even that close in the end. She had us pretty comfortably. Semis, Nakonye, Szabo, Jovic, Lackey, all top 10 players, not including us. We will not win the Wimbledon Junior this year. End of season report. World Tour ranking did improve. We did get that tournament win, even though we only had one senior tournament. Juniors, yeah, not so great. One tournament, 3 wins and a loss. Not terrible, but we are down to number 2 in the rankings now. By the way, Lockie ended up winning the tournament, so at least there was that going for us. And Nagunye did not win as well, though she did get around further than us. Interesting outcome on that one. I do see our ranking continuing to fall for a little while, but I don't think we'll fall outside of the top 10 in the juniors. We have a long time left in the juniors. Yeah, it looks like until we really develop a bit further, juniors is the right place to be. But let's see if we can hang on to uni now, as we have a couple things working against us. Primarily we are just not as good as we were before. That is going to do it for this episode, though. I'm Decathlon Gamer. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Have a good one. Be safe out there. Bye for now.